So you're having to manage people. You have an assistant.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have your own dog at this point? I should probably know this. Like, where are you on the pets?
So we have 4 dogs, like, as a family.
Okay. Sometimes they're with you guys.
They go back and forth. I usually just have, like, I'm either doing a shoot early in the morning or in the studio late at night, so I, like, just have her with them.
Okay.
But Charlie's dog is around more, because Charlie does a lot more things at home.
Okay. And what's next for Charlie?
She's doing Dancing with the Stars
with your mother.
It's crazy.
Which, I don't know.
So are they going to compete against one another?
Mm-hmm.
Ooh. How's that going to go? Of the people fighting in your family, who fights with who? I feel like no one fights with you, Mark. Oh, really?
You and Charlie bicker. Me and Mom bicker.
Okay. Do you and Charlie bicker?
Rarely. Only when we're, like, hungry or tired. We're like babies.
Hungry.
Like, you know,
fine.
just
need to be fed
get
and
cranky.
slept.
Yeah. You and I don't bicker at all or fight. I don't think.
Are you his favorite?
Wait, what?
I think so.
No, I think
everybody has a favorite.
Dude, I have a tough job because everyone thinks like I'm the dad that's pushing my kids to be in this, but I actually do the opposite. I actually have to go do both. Like sometimes I'm like, dude, this is a really good opportunity.
Yeah.
And I have to be a dad and wonder whether they're just being a kid who like is in college and doesn't want to get up for an early class, or whether there's really something emotional going on. But I also know I have to look them and everybody else in the face 20 years from now, make sure that your money was protected and that you guys are in a great place with all the opportunity you have, and then you made the most of the opportunity. So Charlie and I will get into battles about that, and it's never
because they're both. She won't back down ever, and neither will you. Like they both will.
Okay, they're both
go
stubborn.
and go and go, and I will apologize immediately. I'm like, okay, because I just don't like confrontation.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Even if you didn't do anything wrong, you're like, I know I didn't do anything wrong, but I'm going to apologize just to make this go away.
But I have the perspective. But over this period of 3 years, they have learned that, one, Heidi and I have unconditional love for them. So anytime we ask them for something, it's never about
it's with good intention.
us. Or we don't, if this thing ended tomorrow, I'd be like, okay, that was crazy, dude. What just happened to us? But so but I think over this time, even though we don't know Hollywood and we didn't know this space, I think a lot of the things from being in a brand business was applicable, and we've made some really good decisions.
Made some smart decisions.
And they kind of look at us, go, "Oh, okay, Dad. Yeah, you're not an idiot."
Do they embarrass you? Do your parents ever embarrass you?
No, never really. I mean, like we just all hang out as a family, and everyone. I see all the time people are like, why do they hang out with their parents so much? Or we go on vacations together. I'm like, because my dad is fun.
Them.
I'm not planning a dinner. He's the one who would be like, oh, invite all your friends. We'll do this big dinner at this place. I'm not doing that. So, and he pays.
That
great.
What's better than that? You're the ultimate dad. Okay, and then how do you keep? I think one of the things you've done. So I was just thinking oddly about like Britney Spears and like the Britney Spears parent dynamic and. There's obviously like Addison Rae and all the other family. Like, how do you guys stay so nuclear? Like, that's what I think. You're just such an intact family. I feel like. Is it true? Is that really how it is? That's how it looks.
I think what Gary Vee said something to us today, which other people have said. It's not that Hollywood or fame or money changes you. It says it brings out the real you.
It exposes.
It exposes you, and I think that's. I think I. Grew up, my parents were divorced, and all I wanted was this family
a unit.
And you have to work at it.
Yeah.
And I think Heidi and I have done a great job working at that. I think we've made a really good. I think we've hopefully shown both Charlie and Dixie like, hey, this is the way you should be treated, and our rub. People say, oh my God, they seem so normal, and it's not an act, and we're not. You've socialized with us. You know we don't go out and have
very
fun.
Normal.
But we're not. So I wasn't going to let Hollywood or anything get us
change that.
Yeah.
Do you like Hollywood?
It's cool for like now. I definitely don't want to be there forever.
Forever, yeah.
I love New York. I want to be here.
Yeah, you're such an East Coaster. I think.
But no, like on the whole family thing, we just do our thing. We still. Like fight, but like normal family
but like
fights.
families
not
fight.
Like, it's never I don't know. Or we get over it like an hour later.
Yeah.
And I think what Charlie said something really interesting. She says this all the time, like, and I didn't realize it. Like, we let them, even when Charlie was really young, we let them debate us. We let them have a voice. We let them make their decisions. We would guide them. And I do think that's, some parents don't do that. It's like my way or the highway. And Dixie kind of didn't want confrontation where Charlie would debate you.
Charlie's spicy.
And you
don't you think?
Right,
She's fiery, that Charlie.
Them two together, it's like they will go back and forth. And I'm like, I can't even imagine doing them. Like, oh my gosh, why is this going on around me? But I mean, it's great for both of them. Like, I think, and I think now
it's so healthy. I think it's good.
She's gotten way better.
Embrace debate.
You know, this thing came at us a million miles a minute.
Yeah.
She
was what, 16? Was she
15.
15, yeah.
And she had just May of 19, she just turned 15. And then this started the summer and then really got popular October of 19. And and she's gotten a lot better. And we've all learned how to adjust to the spotlight and how to communicate. And I think she's, they don't have the perspective that I have of all the celebrities. There's been ones like Hillary Duff that's done a great job, and there's others that have been a train wreck. And this fame and limelight is so fragile.
Oh, it's so fleeting.
And so
but you're always going to have your family. Like, we have a joke that's like 30 Crest. Like, there's a really shitty house like on a street in Norwalk, like 4 streets down from me. And I'm like, I would be super happy in 30 Crest. Like, everything goes away and it's just me in 30 Crest. I'm great with that. You guys feel like that too. Like, you would still be the D'Amelios. It's just without the cameras and the social and the feedback.
And we were, I think that people say everyone's famous in their hometown, and we were kind of in our little bubble, but it was very fun and comfortable and
positive.